So we've got a hot rod expert, my brother Jim, who is very excited and not hesitant at all about being on camera. We got, the car full all the way to the third row. And Jim has driven all kinds of sporty cars, fun cars, race cars. He built a 327 Vega. He knows power and speed. And we are going to navigate to a pizza factory in Woodland. So foot on the brake, and then that puts you in drive.
Ready to go.
We're ready to go.
Too weird. Too weird.
Now, it has regenerative braking, so when you pull your foot off, it recharges the battery a little bit.
We're going that way?
It says turn left.
Okay.
I turn off the talking part because it's obnoxious. Now, I've got you in chill mode because until you get used to the regenerative braking, you get a little herky-jerky.
Yeah, that probably will be.
And one thing that's kind of fun to do is enjoy the music. Let me just do this.
Oh baby, don't get turned on by the radio. Oh baby, you got nothing to play on the stereo.
And that's old music that doesn't have good dynamics. So if you put on something a little more ridiculous and modern.
We're going straight.
That's what it comes with. That's what it comes with. Oh yeah, you need to see the map.
So you barely have to hit your brakes ever almost?
Yes.
There's so much
You
drag
never,
when you let off.
you never hit the, and it recharges. So as a result, you'll go 100,000 miles and never have to touch the brakes.
Different. Very different.
Yeah. And it's nice and quiet. Little bouncy. The new one fixes that a bit. But also these roads are...
Right. But with this many people too, it's not going to bounce as much as it probably normally does.
It feels really the same because the car is 4,600 pounds.
Right.
Now, what year is your GTO?
1970.
70. Mm-hmm.
I started it in September.
Hmm.
I drove it once or twice last year.
Hmm. And what year is your Corvette?
Just a 77.
Just a set. I think it looks
nothing
cool.
exciting, but yeah, it's the cool body style.
Yeah.
Yesterday I worked on my old 70 GMC all day. It was happy to get some love. About every 10 years I give it a day of labor.
Mm-hmm.
I drive it all the time for stuff, but about every 10 years I take a whole day.
And then, what model Porsche do you have?
It's a 2009 11.
Oh, wow.
It's just put away for winter still. It's just sitting there smiling with the battery tender on it.
You're going to be turning left up at that light.
Okay. The brake is weird to get used to.
So what I'm going to do is put your dynamics back to
So
standard.
So you're really setting your gas pedal to everything. It's weird. It's like it's a double pedal.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no need to even hold the brake when you're stopped,
Nope.
or if you're on a hill,
On a hill, you never do.
Huh.
When you're at the drive-through, you just take your foot off and don't even think about it. And if it's like, well, that's too distracting.
It'll take a while to not think about it.
Right. But then you forget, you go to get out of the car, it puts it in park automatically.
Or like when the car next to you starts moving and you push on the brake pedal because you think it's you.
The trick becomes, because some people use just one pedal, there'll be pedal confusion. When they want to slam on the brake, they floor it.
Yeah, pretty different.
It is a little different. And for those of you at home, because you didn't get to hear the music, this one, Freedom by John Baptiste, has a real good dynamic to listen to your sound system. And you are in, and by the way, you can check your tire pressure from the screen, see that you're at 42, 43 all the way around.
Boy, I had a fun one with our Cadillac with that.
Did you?
So last winter, after it sat for most of the winter, because we don't take it out on the de-icer, I don't want to get the body all gummed up. It's showing left front's low. Well, I check it. Left front's perfect. So I check the back on the same side. Perfect. So I'm like, okay, something screwy, whatever, screwy. Well, then later, what the hell, you know, and check it 6 times, whatever. Couldn't figure it out. Take it over the pass. I'm flying down the pass, doing about 80 or 90 down that hill on Stevens Pass I like to do. All of a sudden, the car kicks sideways on me in a turn. I'm like, what the hell? Well, the rear back there was low. But you didn't feel it on a straightaway. What the deal is, I think, is it has to learn the code when you get new tires or whatever. Somebody didn't learn it. So it thought that one that was up here was now over there, and it was telling me it was up here. So now I know if it ever says anything, you check all 4, but you know what I mean? It has to learn the code of where the wheels are. And yeah, that was quite an adventure. Boy, caught me off guard, I'll tell you.
That does sound like an
I was
adventure.
just flying down the pass, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa, what the heck?
So you should tap on the accelerator at some point.
Yeah, I know.
They're just blocked in, is the thing.
No, I'm sure it's going to surprise the hell out of me.
Considering this is the 3rd slowest Tesla they make.
One of my builders that had one, he was going to take it for a ride, never did. But he says it's so fast it should be illegal.
Oh, he might have a Plaid. Those are...
Oh yeah, there's tons of power, you're right. It's all torque.
It's all torque.
And quiet, it's crazy.
The Plaids are 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds, which is quicker than you get across the box in an intersection. And
that's with us full of people too.
Yeah, we are 7 people in this car, and yeah, $5 a tank. Well, I don't like having to stop on road trips and waste time, buddy. You waste time every week gassing up in the rain. What are you talking about?
Right. I know, just nice and quiet and smooth.
Yeah. In terms of the stereo separation, I want to show you this one.
Torquing for a while, but it seems like it doesn't continue to pull. But I heard you said you had it tamed down.
Well, I did put it back in standard.
Right.
But on this one, you can, it's a shame we didn't get to do this drive a year ago, because there is an option you can get called acceleration boost, which makes the car about 20% quicker.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It gets the 0 to 60 in this grocery getter down to 4.3.
Which way are we going here?
Staying to the straight right fork,
Right,
the
okay.
Portland
Yep,
sign.
Yep.
And I had enough referral points, I could have just ordered it. And you download it, it just updates automatically, and they unlock it. And it gets faster. And the reason they don't give it to you for free is because I imagine it could increase warranty costs, but also because, they can sell it.
Yeah, it's easy to drive.
For the first month, it's telling you this, that guy.
That guy?
For the first month I had it, I thought, uh-oh, there's something wrong with like a loose wheel. I feel this vibration. If you change lanes without that, it vibrates the wheel if you don't use the blinker.
Oh, wow.
Because it thinks you're not
Drifting.
drifting.
Right. So it puts in the rumble strips for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to know, if you push down on this stock, it'll drive itself.
Yeah.
That's
good.
what I thought. That's
I'm
what I
good.
thought.
That's one of those where after you played with it for a while. But
Well, on the highway, it's less.
it'd be too scary. It's just, it's bad enough to trust another driver.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah. But it's nice to be able to see all this shit around you, because you ever look at something and go, wonder what that is?
Right.
And you can just...
I find it odd that you don't have anything in front of you, though. It seems like some of this should be, but I don't know. I guess you're not looking that far away.
The speed is the really important
Because
one.
unless it was way up there, it's still never in your real line of sight no matter what. So,
Right.
Although, like the GTO, that's why they put the tag out on the,
Yeah,
on the
wait.
hood. No, it's
out on the hood.
It's on the hood, so it's in your line of sight.
That's fun.
No, I guess because of this quiet power, they made the dirt bikes like this too. And a lot of guys get in trouble with them because they don't hear the power and they don't realize how fast they are. So they get to a corner and and go, holy shit, I'm going way too fast.
Have the electric bikes gotten better in the last few years?
They died. It was mostly Alta was this one company that made them, and it went out of business a few years ago. And now most of the big companies are about to put one out, but there's not a whole lot yet. But it's pretty fun for me. I love racing against them because there's nothing I like more than a guy who paid 3 times what I paid for mine and spanking him on the track. That's awesome. It's a good feeling.
Is it the rider or the bike?
It's the rider.
Yeah. So just a few years ago, Jim was a division champ for over 50 motocross.
For the whole West Coast.
For the whole West Coast. For his class.
Yeah. Then the next year I moved up to 50 intermediate, got second place for the year. And the next year I moved up to 60 intermediate, got third place for the year. And then last year I was out. I didn't get to participate. But I'm ready to go this year. I was going to leave this week to go to Arizona and race. But I decided I don't want to waste $1,500 for just one race. It's too far.
It is pretty far.
But it's so much money.
So on this highway, what do you think is the highest speed you've gone so far?
I know I saw 80.
You were at 87 at one point. It's just very quiet. It doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, if you had the quietest tires ever, you'd probably hear almost nothing.
Well, and the new version of this is quieter and smoother.
What exit number are we taking?
21.
So good ways yet. Yeah, I'll stay behind somebody I don't need a ticket. I haven't had a ticket in several 100,000 miles. I don't think it's been probably since about 2006.
Mine is probably more like 2010. I got a ticket in Yakima in the place you told me they will ticket you. Do you know the place? Right when you get into town, when you're turning off to go to stay on 2.
You mean Wenatchee?
Wenatchee, yes, thank you.
Right.
Absolute nonsense. Yeah. So these are chargers for your phone? You just put them on there?
Set them there.
Yeah. Bunch of little fun stuff.
So if you start following somebody too close in that, this thing will start beeping off?
If you set it to, yeah. You can adjust all that.
No, it's too bad we weren't on the other side of the mountains. It would be fun. Although, I'm proud that I've been responsible with the Porsche. I have not seen how fast it will go yet. And I'm proud of that. You know, it means I'm finally growing up. I've took it to about 147 and it just, boom, right now. But I backed off and there was still a whole bunch more left to go.
Yeah.
But I'm just, at that speed, if anything goes wrong, it's really wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do that, you should almost, have bought tires 6 months ago. And
Right. Prep for it.
Mine are rated to go that fast, but they're probably about it with the age where you shouldn't. They're probably about 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, I'm debating on selling that, maybe. Kind of had my thrill with it. I don't know. Just we need to purge a lot. Because we just got rid of those other 2 places. We have 3 houses worth of stuff in my house again, so it's time to just purge and get rid of so much stuff. Yeah, I suppose when you're by yourself and you're not thinking about it, it's probably pretty hard to keep your foot out of this, huh?
It's effortless because I don't drive it. I let it drive. And yeah, always come to a complete wheel stop at stop signs because it's in the code.
See right there, so it over braked on me big time. So all I did is lift my foot,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to coast on through, and it said, "Nope, we're hitting the brakes."
Mm-hmm. You used to be able to adjust that, and they got rid of it because it's more energy efficient to just do it that way.
So is it an actual brake, or is it something slowing the motor down?
It's the motor. It's the motor regenerating power.
Yeah, so it's not wearing out brake pads at all.
No.
None.
No. Now, if you're at 100% state of charge, it can't recharge the battery, so then it will fake it with the brakes so that it feels the same either way. But it's not engaging the brake at all. I don't think I know anyone personally who has changed the brakes on their Tesla. And I know people who've gone real far. Did not get him to try FSD. I have to do it when he's in the passenger seat.
Taking a left.
Taking a left and then another left on the other side of the highway. Have you ever driven a car that's easier to drive?
I'd say no, because it's doing more of it for me than I want. And as far as letting off on the, not hitting the brake pedal is very strange. But I could see where it wouldn't take long to get it to where you'd be really smooth and, it would just be second nature, just like a regular car is.
Yeah.
And it's just like when we drive a stick shift, we don't think about it, we just do it,
Right.
Unless you're a beginner driver.
Well, stick shifts are the anti-theft devices now.
Right. Left at this one? No.
No, that'd be the high. Yeah,
Right.
After that.
Right.
It looks like the on-ramp, but the on-ramp is later, I think. We'll just go up and turn. October 23, and I've gone.
Wow.
I've gone.
Long time.
Is it here? No, it's in me. I've gone 28,000 miles.
Oh, yeah, you could have turned into that parking lot there, it looks like, or further up more.
Oh, and that's telling you the light turned green. So if you're not looking, it'll ding at you so you know you're not getting honked at for not going.
Where's it telling me to turn around right here?
Yeah, go for it.
Great. Glad it's only one lane. Somebody will let us in. Why won't it? We're going back out there.
I think just straight ahead. It's in this parking lot somewhere, I think.
What's this?
Just like a Denny's kind of place. Greasy Spoon.
Oh, it's in here.
I think it's just around that corner, maybe.
Word with this many people go bottom of this thing out.
Like that. Yeah. I see a sign that says Pizza Factory right there.
So, where are we going?
I don't know. Here somewhere.
Way back there?
It says right at the corner there. Oh. You know what we should show them, guys? Is the parking.
What, just to take my hands off and let it do its thing?
Uh-huh.
Now?
Let's see, is that a parking spot? No, that's a handy.
Or just even over here?
Pull over there a little bit and see if it lights it up.
Oh, it's gonna back it in. That's funny. that'd take me a while to have faith. Especially knowing what the car costs. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You can summon it to you in a parking lot.
You're gonna get me, huh? So how do you put it in park?
It's in park.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Any closing thoughts? You'll be pushing this button
cool.
here to get out.
Right there.
Yep.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All right, so we're doing the drive again, but this time with someone who's not a crazy race car driver. There you go. And we're going to see how my brother's wife likes it. Kim. Everybody welcome Kim.
Oh.
It didn't do anything. That was not you. It probably. It sometimes will.
I'll give banana.
Left.
Nope, turn right. Oh. Yeah, the on-ramp is in a different spot than that. So you'll see this is
Open up.
and if you'd like to experience, you know what you could do just for fun because it's open is go ahead and tap on the accelerator.
Whoa!
Mm.
I was not expecting that.
And that was only a partial. You didn't even give it the love.
Wow.
You can feel it can get.
Oh my goodness.
Is everybody's windows rolled up?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, okay. Just sounded a little drafty.
Maybe my door's not all the way shut. Is it possible?
I think it would tell you.
Or would it tell me?
It would tell you.
Okay.
So what you-
35 where? Okay.
So what you can do, if you'd like to experience the full self-driving, is push down on this stalk once.
All the way down
Just go click,
with my foot on the brake.
whatever,
gas,
doesn't matter.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Oh, my bananas.
And now you can take your hand off the wheel.
Okay. I am ready to experience the full Texas
And you can see what it sees.
adventure. Wow.
Isn't that fun?
But it's my job to what? Just make sure everything is doing what it should be doing, checking my mirrors and all that.
Yeah, you got the mirror here too.
Wow. And it's got what? Cameras on the outside?
It has got a whole bunch of cameras, 2 up here, 2 in the fenders, 2 in the side pillars, 1 in the back, and 1 right here to make sure that you're paying attention.
Oh, good.
Because if it sees you're on your phone, it'll say, no.
Oh, good. Good. And does it know the speed limit? Because why is it going 75?
Because I have set it to go over the speed limit by 10%.
Okay.
And if you don't like that, you can just roll down the speed with that
Got
or
it.
roll it up.
And it sees the cars in front of me.
You can
and
see
behind me
you
as
can
well.
see what it sees right there. And we're changing lanes.
Because they're coming on. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And to think my brother wouldn't even give it a try.
Even try it. This is awesome. I can't wait till he sees the video. I'm clearly the brave one in the family.
So what's fun is Kim and I have not hung out all that much, but fun fact, my babysitter.
Yep. Yeah.
That was some time ago. That was 45 years ago.
Oh.
Yep.
It's been a minute.
Yep.
And we haven't hung out that much as adults. She may not have realized how much Jim and I are alike in some ways. Like some of our deliveries. I don't know.
Yep. You look a lot alike, I think.
Yeah. His daughter told us that once. And I said, really? How so? And she said, you're both fat and bald. And I said, you, my dear, are a charmer.
She must have been little.
No. This was like 8 years ago.
Oh, she thought it was just funny then.
Maybe. Or hurtful.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, here we are. Rolling down the highway.
Hands free.
Nary
attention.
nary a care in the world. One thing that's fun that it does, and you can only peek for a second, is it tracks how efficient your journey is compared to what it expected it to be.
Huh.
So you can gamify efficiency, and it'll tell you, oh, you've lost 2% on this journey because of a wind from the southwest. 6.1 mile an hour wind from the south saved this trip 0.1%.
That is awesome.
How crazy is that?
And this is nice too. It's just we have it covered so you can't see them.
Oh yeah, the whole thing is glass. We just have it. Yeah, we should uncover it for the winter. Is what we should do.
So where's the battery? Is this 52%?
And if you click whoops, not that. You click this, Now it changes it to show you 172 miles
Okay, distance.
is what it actually is. Because I always leave it at 70, 75 when I'm at home because I don't need it all.
So, do you drive more hands-free on a journey like this than you would?
100%. Even in town, I drive hands-free because it works.
So, did you navigate to your house?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. Can you do hands-free if you're not navigating? Because then it wouldn't know where to go.
Yes, and you'll think, oh, it'll just go straight. No, it'll turn somewhere. Just
Randomly,
just-
wherever it wants.
Just somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Will it brake super hard if somebody suddenly comes over in front of us?
Yes. It'll beep at you so you know that the car is in freak out mode, and it'll also emergency brake and steer and all that.
And so basically, it is programmed to react the way a human should react.
It is trained by other people who have driven it. And the trick is, how do you get, how many miles of training do you think you need? Because the answer is billions. You and I have been driving and training it for years. Because every car is equipped with the hardware.
Wow.
And that's a big advantage other companies can't really compete with. On the way here, I said to Jim, how fast do you think you got going? Because he wasn't trying to go fast. And he said, I think I saw 80. 87.
Oh,
Couldn't feel it, couldn't hear it.
yeah. No, it's so smooth.
I mean, we're,
Doesn't feel like 80.
yeah,
If it wasn't for banana, I would.
yeah, a lot of fun. Guys, what else should we be showing off?
I see that you've got a whole bunch of.
Those are a nice little add-on. You got your garbage space, and you got your glove box. This is dual. Oh, you got to pay attention to the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it yelling at me?
Yep, it was flashing blue.
Oh,
Mm.
got it. So it really knows that I'm looking.
It really does. It is absolutely tracking your eyes. Right up here is your dual charging pads for your phones. You just put them there and they charge.
Ah,
Kind of nice.
I can't believe how close it's kind of getting to the stand, though.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to tell it to do something different, hit a blinker and it'll take that as advice. If you don't like being behind this guy,
I'm not too worried about it. I'm just a little bit surprised.
you can also change the self-driving mode to hurry or chill.
Oh wow.
And hurry does what you think. It'll pass more aggressively. It does what I would expect it to.
Oh. So when you get the new model,
That's what you
instead of trading it in,
Mm.
you could just give us a call and maybe we'll want to try it out.
Yeah. Well, what I would definitely do is when they make the trade-in offer, extend that to other people. Interesting, a roll-on, roll-off ship here in the port of Kalama. That's weird. That's the kind you can drive on. They selling cars and tractors through this absolutely impossibly small port? Weird.
I was telling Brendan on the way here that I spent the night in Kalama about 20 years ago. I was helping my parents move to Oregon and the U-Haul truck got a flat tire.
Oh.
So while we waited for U-Haul to fix it, we ended up spending the night unexpectedly there.
Wow. That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it was 11:30 at night. It was not the way we planned to spend the night, but what do you do?
Okay, so we are about 10, 15 minutes into our drive. How much driving have you done so far?
0.
Yeah. How comfortable do you feel?
Great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I went ahead and added some stops to the path to make the test a little more interesting. So we're heading, I don't know, I just put us on a path towards the theater. How has the acceleration felt? How has the braking felt?
The braking feels weird. Different, very different. When I went to kind of just neutral, kind of, take my foot off the brake, but not gassing, the car almost stopped.
Oh,
It
yes.
would just roll. So that was different.
The regenerative braking makes it so that your brake pads don't wear out.
Right.
And when you're slowing down, it recharges the battery.
Huh.
But how about on self-driving? How has the braking and acceleration felt there?
It's very smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just feels natural. It feels like I'm doing it, but I'm not. It's super weird.
On the highway, we had a moment where it decided it was going to get over lane, and we'd all forgotten who was driving. We're like, wait, oh, right.
Exactly. Yeah. When I spaced that one out. It's funny. Yeah, it almost just feels like a robot or something. It's
Yeah.
super cool. Watch out, Jim. I'm gonna want one.
Well, for road trips, this would change your life.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. No more cruise control needed.
And you do still have to supervise,
Right.
especially if you hit a patch of real thick fog. It'll tell you, yeah, you got to take over.
Right.
I
Of
can't
course, yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But I did go ahead and clean the cameras before you guys came over.
Right. That makes sense. You gotta.
Because when you hit this, you can see behind you, beside you.
Yeah, that makes sense that you would have to keep everything on the outside super clean.
Yeah. The other thing is, if you're not in self-driving and the light turns green, the car will ding at you. So if you're not looking, it goes ding. Oh, right. Time to go.
Wake up.
Right. Isn't
In
that?
case you don't have your child with you going, green, mom, green.
Yeah. So it'll, which is just nice. Instead of, because we've all been stuck behind that jackass.
Yeah, it's, I would say if there was one word to describe it, I would say smooth. It just feels super smooth.
That is how I would have expected you to turn. So I've taken out our waypoint.
Are we going to go by the theater or are we?
We're going to be within a block of it. I will point to it.
Mm.
There is on the main road there's going to be a ton of street parking, but there's also a free parking lot behind it.
Mm.
It's Longview. There's no problem finding parking. You can tell this town really tried to be a town. They really wanted
Like a town, only smaller.
it. Yeah.
No, it's a cute town. I like it.
Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of really neat stuff. There's cool little bakeries and great restaurants and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
A lot of shops.
the theater's right there.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why we're getting in this lane. After that next light, this lane ends. But we'll find out. Because see, we're going to go through this big town square thing, which is a pretty good challenge. I don't know if folks can see that reasonably well. So it's nice to see what it can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. This qualifies as the lane I'd not have chosen, but I see. All right, we'll just do that.
So it knows whether the cars around us are facing the same direction as us or
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Oh yeah, and it can tell it predicts which way they're going.
Wow, and it just took a free right turn.
Yeah, it never did come to a stop
No.
because it's a yield, and it yielded.
Wow. So did people get paid by Tesla to be the people to program, like to do the driving for the computer to program?
There are paid testers, but the overwhelming majority of training was done by you and me driving the car in the real world all the time.
A Tesla or other
Oh, no,
cars
a
too?
Tesla.
Like,
Because all the
Okay.
Teslas have all the equipment,
oh, gotcha.
so it knows what it's
So
doing.
anybody driving a Tesla, it basically
Yeah.
secured that data.
And if you don't use the software, it runs in shadow mode trying to predict how it would drive and comparing that to how you drive.
Huh.
So, in a little bit here, I'm going to have you because it's going to try and turn into the alley where we do not
got it.
live.
So we're gonna.
So to disengage, you can either tap the brake, you can tug on the wheel a little too hard, and it'll give you a chime telling you that it's disengaged, or you can just push this up.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. You are now driving in manual control. So up at the flashing yellow, you will turn left.
Whoops. See?
Right.
Is it turned off? Can I take my foot off the
You can.
brake?
You can. And if you take your foot off anywhere, it will stay stationary. Final thoughts. What'd you think?
I think it was awesome.
Wonderful,
I
right?
think I might want one.
Quite an experience. And it's so easy. Well, I'd say it's easy. How easy?
It was easy.
Have you ever driven a car easier?
Never. I enjoyed it.
What do we
Thank
miss?
you.
What do we misunderstand? If you're a friend of Kim's, let me know in the comments below. Everybody else, like, subscribe, do what you do. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots when I drag you out onto the road to have an experience of your own.